back to Chalino. This dude, I don't know if you guys know about this. Chalino Sanchez, he was told by the cartel to not perform at this place. And if he performed, they were going to do some damage. And this is a video of him receiving that letter. He's reading it. Wipe the sweat off. He is a gangster. He was. Hey, rest in peace to this dude. I don't want to play the music for too long because I don't know if it'll get me in trouble, but rest in peace to that dude. But that was a note sent to him from the cartel telling him to be careful. Don't sing this song. Don't perform here or this will be your last song. And he sang his last song and they shot him up and he paid the price for doing it. But like, I respect the gangster the dude, man. Like how he just read it, wiped his sweat, like, let's go. We here. We here now. Ain't no stopping now. We already here. Let's go. And he just continued and he was vicious. And so apparently now I'm finding out his son died the same way. His son died the same way. Nah, they didn't want him to perform. They told him not to. That was like a letter saying, do not perform here or this will be your last performance. And it was his last performance. Cold story. But I didn't know his son passed away too.
Bro, there was a Mexican singer in the 90s named Chalino.
Okay.
And I got to tell you this crazy story about him because there's a video of him that has gone viral over and over. And people might want to know the origin story behind it. So he was a singer, early 90s. He started singing ballads it was called
narco music. Narco music for sure. Damn. He got so many views on here, like. It's all in Spanish. So I guess what? I won't understand it.
Chalino's son, Adan Sanchez.
Oh, shoot. Let's look at this, y'all. Because I'm learning about it right now.
On May 16, 1992, two farmers found the body of Chalino Sanchez in a ditch near an irrigation canal. The famous Mexican singer had a blindfold over his eyes, rope burns on his wrists, and 2 execution gunshot wounds in the back of his skull. He had died only a few hours after performing a gig in Culiacan at the Salon Bugambilias. Then, on March 20th, 2004, Chalino's son, Adan Sanchez, was killed in a suspicious car accident after one of his tires blew out on the highway. He had died in the very same state of Sinaloa, where his father was murdered 12 years before.
Damn.
Many believe that both deaths can be attributed to the Mexican cartel, a violent criminal organization dating back to the early 1980s. However, what truly led to their deaths is still unknown.
That shit is crazy. Father and son. It's sad. It's a sad situation, but like, damn. Father and son go out the same way in the same city.
Perhaps Chalino's history of murder, smuggling, and recordings of narcocorridos may lead us closer to the...
And he wasn't an angel, apparently. Oh, shit.
Truth.
Wait, did he say his history of murder?
narcocorridos may lead us closer to. Perhaps Chalino's history of murder, smuggling, and recordings of narcocorridos may lead us closer to the truth.
Yeah, it did say his
History of murder, smuggling, dating back to the early 1980s. However, what truly led to their deaths is still unknown. Perhaps Chalino's history of murder, smuggling, and recordings of narcocorridos may lead us closer to the truth.
Damn, so first off, the nigga was a beast.
Rosalino.
Bella said he survived. He had got shot earlier in the year and survived. Damn. Look at that pearl handle on that. What's that? 1911?
Chalino Sanchez Felix was born on August 30th, 1960 in the Rancho of Las Fleches in Sinaloa, Mexico. He was the youngest of 8 children that his parents Santos Sanchez and Signorina Felix shared. Family members remember Chalino as being a mischievous child and always getting into trouble. Growing up in an impoverished home in the small village of Sanalona, Chalino was no stranger to tragedy from an early age. His father died when he was 6 years old, so Chalino's mother was left to raise the children on her own.
Damn, his dad,
he was exposed to more things
son.
as a child than most people see in their entire lives. Nevertheless, these experiences were essential in shaping his future stardom, but they also could have been responsible for his death. His legendary reputation began at the early age of 15
he was with the
when he
business.
killed a man at point-blank range.
Wait, I'm talking. I didn't even
Young
hear
Chalino,
that. Wait.
but they also could have been responsible for his death. His legendary reputation began at the early age of 15 when he killed a man at point-blank range. Young Chalino was at a party when someone standing across the room looked familiar. It was a local thug named El Chapo Perez. He was the leader of a crime syndicate in the area, and he had raped Chalino's sister in the past.
Oh, shit.
Wanting revenge for his family, Chalino drew his pistol. Without saying a single word, he walked up to Perez and shot him dead.
Handle your business, homie. He
Word
handled his
spread around
business as
quick,
15.
so he knew he didn't have a lot of time left in town. Not only was he on the run from the police, but the man he killed had influence in the criminal underworld, so Chalino also had to watch out for local gang members. After being on the run for a while, he ultimately decided to move to Los Angeles, California to live with his aunt.
So he was out here.
While in Los Angeles, Chalino got involved in criminal activities with his brother Armando.
Los
Together,
Angeles.
they worked as small-time people and drug smugglers across the Mexican-American border. Unfortunately, in 1984, his brother was shot and killed in Tijuana. According to PBS writer Elijah Wald, Chalino's first corrido, a narrative song that forms a ballad.
Corrido. Corrido is the style of music that he performed. Corrido.
Was written to honor his brother. Chalino's life of crime didn't die with Armando, though. Not soon after his death, Chalino had a run-in with the law and landed himself in jail for a few months. While incarcerated, he wrote songs about other prisoners that were doing time with him, and this got him a lot of attention. Realizing he had talent, he started selling and trading his writings. Once he was released from jail, his clientele grew as traffickers and leaders of organized crime asked for his business. They would tell him to write songs that glorify their crimes, then later use these songs to promote their image in the criminal world and strike fear in the community.
Damn.
Chalino was only responsible for writing the first few recorded projects because he felt he was not a good enough singer.
Thank you, Gabriel.
But as his frustration grew with how he saw other singers butcher his words, he picked up the microphone. He didn't care if he was out of tune while singing because he knew his lyrics were what truly mattered in his art.
Ooh, that's
As the
vicious.
years went by, more and more
He didn't give a shit about how he sounded because he knew his lyrics were so vicious. Like, hey, man, this dude, that's my kind of nigga right here.
more people knew the name Chalino Sanchez and his legendary narcocorridos, corridos that often tell stories of drug lords. The quality he possessed that people loved the most was not that he was an amazing musician, but that he was the real deal. Chalino, by all accounts, lived through the tales he wrote in his songs.
Damn.
There was a certain realness to his lyrics and voice, and that's what people loved, the authenticity. However, authenticity comes with a price for most narcocorrido musicians. If a singer is glorifying one cartel, a rival one may retaliate.
Hold on, let me read these
Chalino
super chats because they
Sanchez
talking
was
about him. Hey, so if y'all got facts about him, send in that, oh, you know I gotta go. Hold on. Los DLT says, sent the super chat, he was a mercenary. His nickname was El Pelavacas. I don't even know what that means, but damn. El Pelavacas sounds vicious. Killjoy sent the super chat. My pop said there was rumors in Mexico that Chalino Sanchez may have had some ties to a cartel, so rival cartels warned and got him, but no one knows.
Exception. On January 20th, 1992, Chalino was performing at the Plaza Los Arcos in Coachella, California, when a suspicious character approached the stage. Thinking the man was going to make a request, nobody seemed to take too much notice of the situation. That is, until the man pulled out a pistol and shot Chalino in the side. Realizing the man had shot him, Chalino pulled out his own pistol to defend himself. With all the pandemonium in the room, the two gunslingers missed each other frequently, and stray bullets struck other people in the crowd.
Wait, someone said he was from like when he was out here in LA, he was in Inglewood? He was from the wood? Inglewood? Damn.
The attacker, whose name was later discovered to be Edward Alvarado Gallegos, was shot in the face with his own gun when someone in the crowd restrained him and grabbed his pistol. After all the gunfire ceased, at least 10 people were injured, and an attendee named Claudio Rene Carenza was killed by Chalino when he was attempting to shoot Gallegos, according to the Los Angeles Times. Surviving the attack, Chalino's stardom exploded as the events were reported in many American and Mexican newspapers. The gunfight was even reported in ABC's World News Tonight. Because of this, Chalino's record sales skyrocketed, and he was seeing some real money.
Nah, this is the real deal. This is the real walk it like you talk it, vicious beast mode shit. He was basically like a hitman, vicious dude. Like at a young age, at 15, got his first body, and then went into the pen or went to jail and started writing songs and lyrics about other cartel members and the vicious. Then he started writing about his own life. This is the real deal. This is Codito shit. Ooh wee. And I like listening to this shit, but I just don't know what they're saying. I like it though.
Now, most people would be thrilled to be in the spotlight, but this was not good news for Chalino. He knew his line of work was dangerous, so having his name and whereabouts known to the public didn't give him peace of mind. Needing protection, he armed his friends with guns to defend him and themselves from future attacks, and although he knew danger lurked at every corner, he didn't realize how soon it'd strike again.
He got the cold pistols too.
4 months after the shooting in Coachella occurred, Chalino was singing at the capital of Sinaloa, Mexico, at the Salon Bugambilias.
Just 4 months later.
He was on stage performing when he received a note.
How old was he when he passed away?
From someone in the crowd. It's not fully known what exactly was written on the note, but many claim it was a death threat telling Chalino to stop singing and leave. He looked around the crowd for a bit, nodded at someone, and resumed singing. This would be Chalino's last concert.
I love this shit. Let's go.
After the show was over, a group of people, including Chalino and 2 of his brothers, got into a vehicle and left the venue. As they were driving, a group of men with large guns forced them to pull over to the side of the road. The mysterious men revealed police identification cards and told Chalino that their captain wanted to see him. After a bit of discussion, he agreed to get into the car with the men, and they disappeared into the night. This was the last time anyone saw Chalino Sanchez alive.
Shit. Hey, but he knew.
Who were the mysterious?
He literally, that look on his face when he read that note, I'm telling you. First of all, he has the eyes of a killer. He looked like a cold ass motherfucker anyway. But he knew this was it. He was like, yeah, this is it. Like he accepted his fate. Like, but he was like, nigga, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. I'm about to go out like a soldier. Like you're not gonna have me go out, say I can't. Hey y'all. You're not gonna say I went out like a buster. Like you're gonna make me not perform and then get me anyway. You're gonna tell me not to perform the music, and then when I don't perform it, you still gonna get me. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna write my own destiny. I'm gonna perform, you're gonna come and get me, and I'm gonna go out how I go out. Ooh, cold, vicious.
Armed men of the night. Nobody knows for sure. Perhaps they worked for a cartel that Chalino had spoken badly of. Or maybe it was revenge for a murder he committed when he was 15. We may never know who pulled the trigger, but the story doesn't end there. His son, Adan Sanchez, was only 8 years old at the time of Chalino's murder.
Damn.
Adan was raised in Southern California's immigrant music scene and was constantly exposed to reminders of his father. It would only make sense that 3 years later, in 1995, Adan followed in his dad's footsteps and released his own full-length album entitled Dios Te Nego.
Damn.
His music was not like Chalino's gunslinging storytelling. Rather, it revolved around common themes a teenage idol would gravitate towards: love, sadness, and a suave attitude. A spokesman from Adan's music label, Marco Gonzalez, spoke about the young star's reputation, saying,
Super chat from Los DLT13. Supposedly that song was for this lady he was hitting that was a cartel boss lady. Oh, shit. Oh, this story just gets better. He gets even more legendary. But you live by the gun, you die by the gun. You live like a beast, you die like a beast. And he went out the way he came in. If that song he sang was about a girl that was another boss's lady, I think Cuz might be like top 3 coldest niggas right now. He up there. He a legend for sure. And he from the city, from LA. He from Eaglewood. He from out here. Oh man. That's cold. Like that shit is. I'm not trying to promote violence, y'all. I'm not promoting violence and promoting that lifestyle, but I'm just saying. He is vicious.
he was one of the very few good role models for Latino kids. I can say, from what I know, that he led an impeccable life. He was just a good kid. With the release of multiple albums, a professional record deal, and a string of successful live performances, Adan had his own taste of fame at a very young age.
This is his son now.
However, his fame was short-lived due to his untimely death in 2004. He was inside a Ford Crown Victoria with his manager, a friend, and a driver when a tire blew out. The singer wasn't wearing a seatbelt and sustained severe head injuries that killed him instantly when the car overturned. He died only 10 days after performing what critics say was his best concert at Hollywood's Kodak Theater. Police in the area claim there were no indications of foul play, but many believe Adan was just another victim murdered by the cartel.
Damn,
However,
look at these
officials in
guys.
Sinaloa claim the murderers would have sent a clear message if they were indeed the cartel. And thus ends the tragic tale of Chalino and Adan Sanchez. From singers to legends, hundreds of musicians still honor their names in corridos to this day, telling their stories of violence, crime, and bravery.
Let's go. Corazón, I know it's love. Let's go. Hey, not promoting violence, but that dude's a legend. That dude's a beast. His story is like, is damn near like that shit sounds made up. It don't even sound real. It's so vicious. Oh shoot, somebody calling. Caller, where you calling from? What's your name? Oh, did I not hook it back up? Hold on. Hello? Caller, where you calling from and what's your name? Hold on, let me get you on here. Oh, the motherfucker hung up. Let me see. We got some more. Let me read these super chats real quick. All right, Los DLT said he was super chat said he was a mercenary. His nickname was El Palavacas. I got that. Oh, hold on. Let me see if this is gonna work. Hello? Oh, that's why. Hello?
Rios,
What's up, man? What's going down?
hey, how you like the Chalino shit, fool?
Hey, I love that shit, man. Like I love those music. First of all, I love the music. I don't really know everything that's being said in the music, but I love that shit. But Chalino, that motherfucker is
I don't blame you for not knowing, fool.
He's an absolute legend. Like the shit that people are saying.
He's a motherfucking beast. You seen them grips? You seen them shit was like 24K grips.
That's crazy. Like that shit is, it really kind of blew my mind. And then about the song.
I swear to God on everything. Yeah, stupid baby.
Dude. That's crazy.
Yo,
that's really,
I'm
really
super
crazy.
glad that you did that, fool. That shit was super intriguing to see you, like, your facial expressions. And you, like, I'm watching it. That's why. Again, fool, I'm watching you. So, I'm right here. I'm like, this.
Hey, I'm watching it, man. Like, that shit was dope. Like, he is a dope. Like, that was a dope story. I'm glad you told me about that. And I knew a little bit about him. I didn't know that much about him. But I'm glad.
Yeah, because your coworker, you said.
Yeah, my coworker told me, but I had known about the note and that the dude got a death threat and he performed. And I was like, oh, that's dope that he's vicious for doing that. But I didn't know any of the backstory to it. Like the backstory.
I was glad that you did the little YouTube thing too, because then everybody could just like see it in English.
Right.
You know?
Right. That was.
Hey, but I don't think that's how his son died. Fool, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people could call me cat maybe. But I don't believe that last part.
So you think that they're just saying that it was an accident, but it wasn't? You think it like something really happened? They just covered it up.
Fucking accident, bro. That shit was a fucking accident.
Right.
That shit. You know, there was a gang of these Spanish niggas that came from like Paramount, Long Beach, Linwood area, right?
No, that are the singers. You got to give me some more singers. Like some
Valentina Alexander, the chat was going up with it too. I was gonna give you that next.
Wait,
but the chat already mentioned it.
Say his name.
Valentin Alexander. You like that one? You like those arts?
Yeah, you gonna have to spell that shit, cuz.